Professor Rahul Chandekara from Degree Electrical Engineering Department, Dr. Subhas Technical Campus, Junagadh. The subject is Signals and System. The video lecture based on introduction of this subject. Subject is from BE 5th Electrical Engineering, and this is the course outline. There are 5 total units. The first is Introduction to Signals and Systems. Second is Mathematical Operation on Signal and Systems. Third is Fourier, Laplace and Z transform, totally mathematical. And unit number 4 is Sampling and Reconstruction of Signals. And the 5 is a little different topic from the signal and system is application based on IoT. Now the introduction of signal and system. This first lecture is intended to broadly introduce the scope and direction of the course. We are concerned, of course, with signals and with system that process signals. Signals can be categorized as either continuous time signals, for which the independent variable is continuous variable, or discrete time signals, for which the independent variable is an integer. Example of continuous time signal include the sound pressure at a microphone as a function of time, or image brightness as a function of two variables. In the first case, the signal is a one directional signal or one dimensional signal. In the second, it is two dimensional signal. Common example of discrete time signal are economic time series such as the daily or weekly stock market index, antenna array, like that. While these examples include both one dimensional and two dimensional signals, our detailed discussion in this course focus only on one dimensional signals. Many of the general concept and results, however, will be illustrated with two dimensional signals, specifically image and videos. There are some very strong similarity and also some very important difference between discrete time signal and systems and continuous time signal and system. Discussing both classes together provide an opportunity to share to share intuition and to use both similarity and the difference as a further emphasis of important concept. As we will see as the course proceed, the current technology provide an important mechanism through the concept of sampling. For converting between continuous time and discrete time signal, it is often very advantage to process continuous time signal by first converting them to discrete time signal. For the most part, our discussion of system throughout is restricted to a specific class, namely linear time invariant system. So, first of all, what is signal? A signal is defined as any physical quantity that varies with time, space, or any other independent variable. A signal is the function of one or more independent variable that carries some information to represent a physical phenomena. So, in any like sensor, if we consider temperature sensor, that sensor not sensing the directly temperature, it generate current or voltage waveforms, or we can say that current and voltage signals. After processing this signal by signal system, we can get the actual temperature value. So this is the real time of example of signals. We already discussed temperature signals. microphone signals that generate signal for the speakers, thermometer, like camera. The basic example of signals, there are so many types of signals, like electrical signals. We can say that voltage and current in a circuit. Then acoustic signals, pressure over time or sound. Mechanical signals, velocity of car over time. Advanced example of signal, a video signal. The intensity variation is in image, like XY dimension from origin to up to full screen resolution. And the next is biological signals. The classification of signal, there are so many types of signals, different categories for classification. We already know which type of signal that we are discussing here. We know only two type of signals: the analog signal, which value is vary with time, and the digital signal. Only two uh, digital signal, the one is 1 and another is 0. Now the classification as per the signal and system subject is the deterministic and non-deterministic signals, periodic and aperiodic signals, even and odd signals. And the last is energy signals or and power signals. The first of what is the deterministic signal? The signal which can be described by an explicit mathematical expression or lookup table and some well defined rules is called deterministic signal. Like here in figure we see that the sine waves, so x of t equal to the function of time t equal to the a sine omega t plus theta. So this signal can be expressed by the mathematical equation. So this is the deterministic signals. And the non-deterministic signal, it is also called as random signal. As name suggests, the signal that cannot be described by any mathematical expression is called non-deterministic or random signal. So the waveform of this type of signal is totally random, so we cannot predict anything or we cannot express by the mathematical expressions. So another is periodic and aperiodic signal. The repetition of the signals is based on periodic. In continuous time system, a signal x of t is periodic if it is satisfy the condition x of t equal to x of t plus t0. T0 is the particular one cycle time, is called periodic signal. But if it does not satisfy this equation or this condition, then it is called a periodic signal. So here the example of periodic signal, it is repeat after t0 duration. Each and every signal of periodic signal is repeated after t0 time, so it is periodic signal. In aperiodic signal there is no repetition. So this is the example of periodic and aperiodic or aperiodic signals. Now the another classification of signals is even and odd signal. A continuous time signal x of t is said to be an even signal if it is satisfy the condition x of minus t equal to x of t. And a continuous time signal x of t is said to be an odd signal if it is satisfy the condition x of minus t equal to minus x of t. So the next slide we see the figure of even and odd signal. In that the first figure is even signals and another figure is odd signal. In that the particular signal is symmetric to origin line or y-axis, so it is the even signal. And in second figure it is the odd signals. Now the energy signals and the power signals. Energy signal, a signal with finite energy and zero power. is called as energy signal. It means the energy is finite and power is zero. Signal energy of a signal is defined as the area under the square of the magnitude of the signal. So the unit of signal energy depends on the unit of the signals. The power signal. Some signals have infinite signal energy. In that case, it is more convenient to deal with average signal power. For power signal, the power is also infinite and energy is also finite. Power is finite and energy is infinite. Average power of the signal is given by the equation limit t tends to infinity 1 by t the total period, the duration, limit minus t by 2 to plus t by 2, and the RMS value of signals. Now the basic term the signal. We again discuss the topic the signal. The subject name includes signal and system. So we describe the what is the signal again. In electrical engineering, the fundamental quantity of representing some information is called a signal. It does not matter what the information is. Example, analog information or digital information. In mathematics, a signal is a function that conveys some information. In fact, any quantity measurable through time over space or any higher dimension can be taken as a signal. A signal could be of any dimension and could be of any form. So there are two types, analog signals and digital signals. The first we discuss analog signals. A signal could be an analog quantity. That means it is defined with respect to the time. It is continuous signal. These signals are defined over continuous independent variable. They are difficult to analyze as they carry a huge number of values. They are very much accurate due to a large sample of values. In order to store this signal, you require an infinite memory because it can achieve infinite values on a real line. Analog signals are denoted by sine waves. For example, human voice. Human voice is an example of analog signal which when you speak the voice that is produced travel through air in the form of pressure waves and belongs to a mathematical function having independent variable of space and time and a value corresponding to air pressure. The another example of sine wave is our AC waveforms. It is also analog signals. And for digital signal, as compared to analog signals, digital signals are very easy to analyze. They are discontinuous signals. They are the appropriation of analog signals. The word digital stand for discrete values, and hence it means that they use specific value to represent any information. In digital signal, only two values are used to represent the signal, like 1 and 0, or we can say binary values. Digital signals are less accurate than analog signals because they are the discrete sample of an analog signal. Analog signals taken over some period of time. However, digital signals are not subject to noise, so they last long and are easy to interpret. Digital signals are denoted by square wave. Analog signals denoted by sine waves or AC sine waves, and digital signal denoted by square wave. For example, computer keyboard. Whenever a key is pressed, from the keyboard, the appropriate electrical signal is sent to keyboard controller and the ASCII value that for particular key. For example, the electrical signal that is generated when keyboard key is pressed. The carry information of digit in the form of 0 and 1, which is the ASCII American Standard Character Information value of character. So by analyze or we compare the analog signal and digital signal, the analysis says that the analog signal is difficult and digital signal is possible to analyze. For representation of this signal, the continuous signals is analog signal and discontinuous signal is digital signal. For accuracy purpose, the analog signal is more accurate and the digital signal is less accurate. For storage, analog signal require infinite memory and digital signals easily stored. And subject to noise, in analog signal there is a little noise, and digital signal we can check error checking method by using error checking codes with the digital signals. Recording technique for both the signal. In analog signal, original signal is preserved. In digital signal, the samples of the signal are taken and preserved. For analog signal, the example is human voice, thermometer readings, analog phone. For digital signal, the computers, digital phones, digital pens. Up to this topic, we discuss signals. But what is the system? A system, signals are the input or output of the system. But what is the system? A system is defined by the type of input and output it deals with. Since we are dealing with signals, so in our case, our system would be mathematical model, a piece of code or software, or a physical device, or a black box whose input is a signal, and it performs some processing on that signal, and then after processing the signal, the output is also a signal. So the system is whatever the input is signal, then different type of process on it, and again it give output as a signal. This whole phenomena is known as a system. The input is known as excitation for the system and the output is known as response. So we call input as excitation and output is a response. Whatever excitation given to system, then after processing system will respond. So this is the meaning of system. If we say that the converter, it means excitation is AC waves, converter AC to DC, then system processing, then give the output of digital waveform. So if we converse of analog to digital signal, so there is a method. Let's see in the next slide. For converting analog to digital signal, since there are lots of concepts related to this analog to digital conversion, we will only discuss those which are related to digital image and analog system. There are two main concepts that are involved in this conversion. The first is sampling and quantization. Sampling, as its name suggests, can be defined as take samples of digital signal over x-axis. Sampling is done on any independent variable. In case of mathematical equation, the sampling is done on the x variable, We can also say that the conversion of x-axis to digital is done under sampling. Sampling is further divided into upsampling and downsampling. If the range of value on x-axis are less, then we will increase the samples of values. This is known as upsampling, and its vice versa is known as downsampling. In signal processing, sampling is the reduction of a continuous signal to a discrete signal. A common example is the conversion of a sound wave, a continuous signal, to a sequence of sample or a discrete time signal. A sample refers to a value or set of value at a point in a time and or space. The sampling theorem is a fundamental bridge between continuous time signal and discrete time signal, also known as Nyquist-Shannon sampling theorem. Sampling theorem. It states that a continuous time signal x of t can be completely represented in its sample form and recovered back from the sample form if the sampling frequency is greater than and equal to fundamental frequency. Now the quantization. Quantization, as its name suggests, can be defined as dividing into partitions or quanta. Quantization is done on dependent variable. It is opposite to sampling. In case of quantization is done on the y variable. It is done on y axis. The conversion of y axis infinite value to 1 0 minus 4 or in other form or in other level is known as quantization. These are the two basic steps that are involved while converting an analog signal to a digital signal. So quantization is the process of mapping a large set of input value to countable smaller set, rounding of value to some unit of precision. So analog signal, it convert to 101 and so on. So in this lecture we again repeat some importance topics so we can easily understand. In introduction to signal are variable that carry information. It is described as a function of one or more independent variable. Basically, it is a physical quantity. It varies with some independent or dependent variables. Signal can be one dimension or multi-dimensional. So we already discussed, but the signal a function of one or more variable that convey information on the nature of physical phenomena. Example: heartbeat, blood pressure, temperature, vibration, v of t, voltage, I of t, current, or any other variable like x of t. The one dimensional signals function depends on a single variable like speech signal. Multiple signals, the function depends on two or more variables like image. This depends on x and y axis. The classification of signals we already discussed. The continuous time and discrete time signals, periodic and non-periodic signals, પછી deterministics and random signals, causal and non-causal signals, even an odd signal, energy and power signals. So further, the continuous time signal, the signal is taken on real or complex values as a function of an independent variable that ranges over the real numbers and are denoted as x of t. The discrete time signal is taken on real or complex values as a function of an independent variable that ranges over the integer and are denoted as x of n. So first figure is continuous time, second figure is discrete time. Then the periodic and non-periodic signal. The periodic signal have the property that x of t plus t equal to x of t. It means it will repeat, and the non-periodic signal are not repeatable. Deterministic signal. The behavior of this signal is predictable with respect to time. We can also express as a mathematical. There is no uncertainty with respect to its value at any time. This signal can be expressed mathematically. For example, x of t equal to sine 3t is deterministic signal. Random signal. Behavior of this signal is random, not predictable with respect to time. There is an uncertainty with respect to its value at any time. This signal can't be expressed mathematically. For example, thermal noise generated is non-deterministic signal. It means it random signal. Even and odd signal. So already we discussed even and odd signals. The one topic is remaining is causal and non-causal signal. Causal signal is 0 for t less than equal to less than to 0. It means there is no negative side any signal, and non-causal signal is 0 for t greater than 0. Right and left side signals. A right sided signal is 0 for t less than capital T, and the left sided signal is 0 for t greater than capital T, where capital T can be positive or negative. So it is causal and non-causal, and right and left side signal. The last, bounded and unbounded signal. Every system is bounded, but meaningful signal is always bounded. So bounded for particular input to particular output, so it is bounded. The last topic of this is power and energy signals. Power signal is infinite duration. In energy signal, that signal is having finite duration. Power signal normalized power is finite and non-zero. In energy signal, the normalized energy is finite and non-zero. For the power signal, the normalized power is finite and non-zero. For energy signal, the normalized energy is finite and non-zero. For power signal, the normalized energy average over infinite time is infinite. For energy signal, the normalized power, the average over infinite time is 0. So we can say that the energy signal average power over infinite time is 0. So it called as energy signals. For power signal, it is mathematically trackable, and energy signal is physically realizable. So in this video lecture, we discuss what is the signal, type of signal, analog signal, digital signals, and the periodic, non-periodic signal, even and odd signal, and the system. So the system and signal are connected to each other. So the definition of signal or the discussion about the signal is system is defined by with the type of input and output it deals with. So it is called a system. Since we are dealing with signals, so in our case our system would be mathematical model or a code or software or hardware or a physical device that in that was input is a signal and it perform some processing on that input signal, and after processing it gives the output as a signal. It means the whole system is known as system. So we over here our lecture. Thank you.